Then I'm gonna just jump into it. Were you and Verneisha exclusively dating? Was it with a woman?
No, I had to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying?
So you had counseling?
I had counseling. Well, this was my book. I'm going to record the audio version of my book.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And one thing I wanted to make sure I did not do was not stick to my word, which was something Tommy asked all of us. When he asked all of the guys in the gentleman's lounge, what are you here for? And I remember telling Tommy, man, if nothing else, I want to make sure I come here and work on me standing on my word, not worrying about how I'm going to make the lady feel when I need to be honest. Just be honest, all right? If I got to be here, maybe I can't come there.
Okay.
This was a moment.
All right, so.
That's an important date for her.
Oh, yeah.
I tell her I can't go. Why you can't go? I have something already set up way before you, me even knowing you, before I was going to ever even meet you. All right? I decided to go anyway. Birthday party. Now, I'm not knowing that this birthday party is going to be what I walk into. This is why I'm giving you an example why I think she was moving too fast. All right? She already had invited Kyra to the birthday party. She said, I'm not inviting everybody, just you and Kyra. That kind of threw me for a loop. Because a few days prior, I had told her that I had a good date with Kyra at some place called Boschcat. The first time I sat down with Kyra, we had a little dinner.
How'd that date go?
That went really good. That was the first time I ever
said dinner went on a date.
I don't know what time. Well, I ain't got no. If she wanted to, now that's on her.
Okay, was it a date? Like, did you call and ask her out?
I called Kyra.
A random meetup.
I tell you what. I'm a diluted. Me and her met up, but even our meetup was great.
Okay.
And I remember sharing that with Verneisha. And I thought that was strange that when her birthday was off of, when she invited me, she wanted to invite me and Kyra. Because I'm like, wait a minute.
Because you didn't know they were close like that.
I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if you want to invite Kyra, invite the whole cast, right? None of that cohered to me. It was just strange to me. I make it to the party, and I'm already upset with myself because I said I was going to the studio. I MapQuest her party location, 2-3 miles from where I was doing my individual interview that evening. Studio about 9-10 miles. I said, well, I can go do this. Stopping by a text. I said, I'm only gonna be a few minutes, I'm gonna roll on out. Well, it took me a while to find the place, took me a while to get to the top. When I get there, Verneisha had like 30-something people in there, all of them was family members. Now I'm shocked when I walk in and I'm like, I'm a little bit like out of place. I'm like,
oh, because you felt like everybody was family and you're the one person who
I'm like, well, it was unexpected. I'm like, well, dang, hold on. What is this? I didn't think it was gonna be that kind of party. So I go on and I sit down, I sit right next to her, you dig? And, you know, people coming around, and, you know, and eventually the mics pass because they want to tell her happy birthday, how much they love her, and we've been knowing for a long time. Real nice situation.
That's sweet, yeah.
Real nice birthday party. But when people start grabbing the mic saying all these great things about her, and then start looking at me saying, we're so glad she found you.
Oh,
and we so happy for her. And one of the guys might say, you know, yeah, man, now she can call you now. And one of the young ladies like, yeah, now she can come bring somebody so there ain't gonna be no third whip.
Oh, okay. So you felt pressure that it was presented to people that it was more than it was.
Well, in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what you told these people, you dig what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That soon.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I look at her and I remember her making an expression like, they just happy for me. For one, I'm not gonna just look at you and be knocked off my feet. I'm a content person. True enough, I like what I'm looking at, all right? I'm not gonna be falling in love with you right away. I got babies. My children have suffered the greatest loss that they will ever suffer in life. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
I can die right now.
Right.
They lost their mom. I can die right now, baby. I'll still know that the greatest stuff they've ever lost is their mom.
Right, understand.
You ain't about to come around my babies thinking you can comb their hair, cook for them. You heard me? After no 3-4 weeks. I don't care who you are. Do you understand
me? Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm just clearing something up.
So yeah, because people were very critical of you not letting her spend the night, even though she offered to not have to encounter.
You're not coming to spend the night.
But she even offered not to have to encounter the kids by leaving early.
You're not coming to do none of that. Because now if you tell me I'll leave earlier so the kids won't see me, now you're disrespecting what I want to put in place. This is my home. This is my babies. I'm a man. I got morals and standards, baby. You heard?
Well, did she ask you to spend the night at her house?
She did. And I said, I'm not coming over there either. You got babies. She asked me that before we even finish filming. Okay? I told her I'm not doing that. That's the same thing.
So you told her all this?
Yeah.
Because I read people's comments and criticism of you that if you weren't feeling her anymore, why you just didn't tell her? So it wasn't that you weren't feeling her?
No, it wasn't that I wasn't feeling her.
So you were still feeling her?
I was still feeling it, and I felt like I was doing my due diligence by countering the things that I thought were not necessarily needing to happen at that time. Mm-hmm. There's no way in the world you about to make me do something that I'm not ready to do. Okay. Even if I want to do it. Okay. Now I can't just be speaking for myself. Even if my kid's mama was here, I would have told her, no, baby, hold up. You can't just come around my kids right now. Okay. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Okay. Don't ask me, if we go on a date, and my niece who was helping me at the time during filming.
Butter, we all know Butter.
Butter couldn't make it one time. She was running late. We had a date, for example. And I told Verneisha, I said, look, Butter baby ain't here. If she don't make it, we're going to have to reschedule. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, Joelle, if she don't come, you can just bring your kids by my house. Verneisha, hold up, baby, hold up. This is where the tension starts to build up. Now, if you want to talk about lack of communication, I will go ahead and own that. Because I found myself trying to be polite and not give up on any connection we got, right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? Okay, let me add this in here. Can a man be offended when he's trying to convey a message and the woman is stepping on it? So now I feel like you're taking my kindness for weakness, because not only are you telling me you want to come over here, I say, nah, you can't do that. I give you a valid reason, and you bounce back and say, well, you can come over here, I give you a valid reason. Now we're getting ready to go on a date. A few days later, my niece might not show up on time. We might have to reschedule. Okay. And you tell me you can bring your kids and your kids and watch my kids? Okay, hold on, baby. That's a problem.
Okay.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come and touch on an interview that I just found. I guess I'll say found, because I didn't know that it was up, but it's on Joel's his personal page here on YouTube. So I don't know if he's deciding not to interview with the normal people like Crystal, Jordan, and I believe her name is Jordan, and Little Black Book, after the reunion. But I'm sure they're not under contract to do that. They only do that, obviously, to help with the promotion of the show. And so he is, it's allowing her to ask him questions, right? Like a Q&A type interview. She, I guess, was saying people may have sent her these questions. And, she asked him some straightforward questions like, why didn't you just tell her? And I feel like, he's kind of saying, oh, I was saying certain things, starting to let her know. But then her behavior continued on as a certain way. But like I said, that's to me when that show comes into play, because they're saying, they're making it sound as if these people are going on the show to try and form a relationship. You're not expected to, but I think that you can be honest in that way if you're not really that interested. That's my point. There's a reason for you to hold on to, down to the last episode if you really just didn't want to be there. And that's just my opinion. But I wish she kind of said to him, she did ask him about the rapping thing and if he was there trying to, promote himself or what have you. But he said no. He said that I guess the rap, it's not a rap career. It's just something that he likes to do. But I digress, child, because I was like watching this little clip in his video, and I was like, oh, that's the ladies from the show in the video, and they all have on white. Anyway, if you guys saw the interview, let me know what you think of all of it, if you thought anything of it, right, like what he was saying, because I think we kind of already said that he wasn't that serious about her. And like David was saying in one of his lives, the producers were very good at trying to make us think, the audience, that certain things were going on that just probably wasn't going on. And it's probably the same situation that was going on with David and Liz. They had us under the impression that they were going to, be each other's first pick, and turns out, it just wasn't going to work like that. I don't know. I just, I think certain more stuff needs to air during the show just to make it make a little bit more sense. Because then they kind of, I guess maybe they're doing it intentionally, trying to vilify certain people. We didn't see whatever happened at the club, but all three, Stacy, she also spoke on an incident in the club. So did Verneisha, and now he's speaking on it. So I'm assuming something happened. We just don't know what. But if you knew that she thought that you guys were in a relationship and you didn't feel that way, and you're telling Stacy that's not what it is, then I think that you need to say that to Verneisha as well. That's not what it is, hon. Babe, that's not what it is, baby. Just tell her the truth. And if you just want to try to get all the episodes in that you can, tell her that too. I mean, it is what it is. You guys are all on the show for whatever reasons that you're there. So if you were not there looking for a relationship, I think that's my point. He could have just been honest about that. But if you guys saw the interview, let me know what you thought of it. What did you think of his answers? And, that the things that he was saying that was kind of like a deal breaker for him with Verneisha, as far as her overstepping their actual relationship by trying to spend a night at his house and, bringing him around her family, because he sounded like he didn't really appreciate that either. But like I said, they brought her family on the show and her friends and his. So, I mean, I don't get what he's saying with that. I'm sorry. But you guys can let me know what you think. And how do you feel about him not wanting to interview with Little Black Book and Crystal? Normally, I think we've seen just about everybody on both, Obviously, he's not obligated to do her show, to do Crystal's show or Little Black Books. Maybe it's just, promotional, like I said. And he just opted to not do it, right? He's also reminds me of Anthony from last season a little bit. Like they don't do well with criticism and with people voicing their opinion to them, right? They get super sensitive. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, if he don't want to do it, he does, then don't do it. But she asked some tough questions, but there were some follow-up questions to some of the stuff that he was saying that she could have touched on as well. But let me know what you guys think. I thought it was a little interesting when he was saying that it was 8 women that he was interested in, when most people said 2 or 3, right? He said 8. Like he kind of saw something in everyone. I think he said 2. The 2 one Ida and Adriana, is that her name? Adrian, who left early. He didn't get to know them because they were not there. But he thought Adriana was a lovely girl. So I don't know. It sounded like he was just, like I said, there to mingle. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.